and attack an opponent. I hit the opponent, but the hit, for some odd reason, doesn't even go through. Like, I'm sitting here like, bro, are you serious? Are you
what are you?
serious? They fucking me over. They fucked me over more enough that I recorded that shit. I'm like, bro, this game, bro, this shit is cheating. Hit a nigga like 60 times and that shit does not go through. What's your name? Bro, come on, bro.
Man. I didn't mean to wake your ass up, and I know you don't want to be up.
Bro, I get it. You play the game.
I get it. You shoved 5 dildos up your ass, but come on!
Hey. Bro. I get it.
I mean, how the hell's gonna get their pussy?
What? No. I need some music. I gotta go get it. Fuck it.
I don't get it. You don't. I get it. You don't want to use the fucking darkness, even though I can control it. I want to keep wielding darkness. What do you mean? The darkness ability is so fucking overpowered. No. If it lets me have a choice to keep darkness, I'm keeping the fucking darkness.
What are you playing?
Playing Destiny. Well, the person that's game sharing with me got all the DLC, so I'm just fucking around with that.
Lucky you.
I know, right? I don't even know if the person that's game sharing with me is still game sharing.
He's probably don't even fucking know at this point.
Well, I mean the guy that's game sharing on my account. Because I haven't heard from him in a long ass time and I have no fucking clue if he is or isn't.
This match is way too long for my comforting. I don't want to too long. Taking you with me, if that was the option. You should have never went down there. I like going down there sometimes. Starting to overcome my fear of going off edge.
I would just push yourself closer and closer.
No.
So you get used to jumping on and off.
I'm trying that. Shit. Going against players that know how to play edge way better than you is kind of risky as hell.
It's risky because you can get your ass whooped in about 5 minutes.
Make that like 3 seconds straight. Like they can fuck you over.
Just do.
Bro, Q just died, brother. Oh my fucking God.
Also, another thing, if you do get like a cat,
Yeah.
they all have different personalities.
They do.
One can be mean as shit, one can cuddle you constantly.
Oh, I know that for
Or one can be mean and shit and cuddle you constantly.
I want a cat that's like, come on, Diana. I want a cat that's like, just laid back and chill and sleep most of his time, but likes to play. But
I have
having
2
a cat might be
cats. So I have 2 cats and both of them are laid back. It's just one's more laid back compared to the other. Other one follows me around constantly.
You're like, where you going? Where you going?
Essentially, that's all she does. The other one, if I'm in the room with her, she'll just follow me constantly. Unless she wants something, then she'll just follow. But she'll never go upstairs at all.
Even if you go?
Even if I go. The other cat don't give two shits.
She must have been traumatized with what she's seen up there then.
Well, no, it's just she'd rather stay away from the dogs.
Oh, there's dogs upstairs. Ah.
And another thing is, I don't know if has a traumatic experience.
Yeah, she's probably dead. If she doesn't go
And if
upstairs
she
for
was,
like one thing, bro, it gotta something happen.
well, she could probably have a trauma thing because she is a street cat. Well, used to be.
Oh.
When she was meant to be a house cat. Now that she's just a house cat, she sits with me constantly.
Okay.
I'm the only person she actually sees.
That's interesting.
Another thing too about the cat is that she was declawed when she went to the streets.
By who?
By her original owner. More or less, the cat was supposed to die, but she found her way to live.
They declawed her.
Yeah, they clawed her and left her on the streets.
Yo, that's crazy.
The only thing they didn't declaw was her back legs, and she for sure knows how to fucking use that. Cause shit, she scratches the shit out of me and makes me bleed.
Yo, you know what's making me sad, bro?
What?
The fact that people will leave animals on the street. Like if you don't want an animal, bro, don't want to put in a shelter. But leaving it on the street, you're just basically saying I'm gonna just cast you off into the wilderness where you can just easily die.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're not supposed to do that with domesticated animals.
Yeah, cause they ain't gonna know what the fuck to do.
Well, there's also some cats that were born on the street that have extreme traumatic shit. Like one losing their mother when they're young, and when that happens and you make them a domesticated cat, like a house cat, while they're sleeping they'll start kicking and scratching, so if they're sleeping next to you they'll fucking scratch the shit out of you. Enough to where it'll be a deep cut, because they're nightmares of their old times kicking in. But if they haven't had that, they will never do that.
Player one wins. Princess Bubblegum.
I want to get me a cat, bruh. I want like 2 or 3 cats the most.
I have two.
As long as they don't cost too much, I'm happy.
You probably have to look at like stray places to find a cat.
I wanna
3, 2, 1, brawl.
I wanna I just want an indie cat, most likely a lynx. I like how a lynx is. They look so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's not a domesticated animal.
Yeah, they're fucking wild.
That's exotic. The darkness really looks like it's taking a toll on me now that I look at it. It's taking me longer to get out of the stasis than original. I might not be able to keep this ability until we check for a while.
Uh-oh. Yes. Screw Bro, not dodge. I dodged back. It didn't even work. I jumped back to dodge. Oh. Surprised I'm alive.
You know, one thing I would do if I could ever actually have powers, I would keep them. Unless the power is like more, if the more you use it, kind of consumes you more and more.
Well, that's scary. Sure.
I mean, if you think about it, it would make sense if it actually does that to you.
Yeah.
The more and more it uses it, the more and more it takes control of you.
I feel like greed.
Not greed. It's more like embodiment of power. Just think you're unkillable, then out of nowhere, another person with the same ability who has used it less can whoop your ass. That's more or less the power is controlling you more than you are controlling the power.
Yeah.
So the less you use it, the less strong it's going to be, but the more control you're going to have. When it's at your strongest, you can not control it, and it can probably just kill you. So let's say like fire, you get like little flames and embers that can hurt the shit out of people. The more you use it, the more you become an entire embodiment of flames. Every time you use it, you get severe burns. But if it's like a regeneration power, I guess that wouldn't really have anything to do with you, would it?
Custom.
You just regenerate. The more you use it, the quicker it goes. But I guess the older you are, the slower it is. So you can't rely on it when you're old. That's the one thing they don't show in Marvel, though. On DC, it's just like the power slowly controlling them. The only thing they do show it with is Superman. With his greed, sometimes more and more he uses it.
Room code. Yeah. Bro, you know what, bro?
What?
If everybody was born like that, I wonder how this world would be then. Yeah. I'm not giving
Well, I
you
already know how it'd
$500.
go. The weaker the power of somebody, the lower the class they are.
The lower the class there are? Oh, okay.
And the higher class will disrespect the lower class. That's how it would go, because they have a stronger power than them. They know they can just whoop your ass. And the same would go with the people that weren't born with powers. They'll get looked down upon.
Bro, if this world was like born with powers, bro, I want to at least have the power of like shadow. The darkest power. Be yet evil, but I'm going to be like the most rogue type person. Like, I'm not going to be evil. But I'm going to be like kind of evil. I'm going to be good and evil at the same time. Like, if you mess with me, I'm going to just straight kill you. If I
The
see
one
something
I
bad,
would
yeah.
see something bad.
Yeah, if I see something bad, I will try to help, but if it's like completely none of my business, then yeah, I'm not helping at all. Like, that's your problem. I'm sorry. But if it's like somewhere, if you even try to involve me in it, I'm gonna just kill you off entirely. I'm not gonna waste my time. You know?
Yeah. If I were to have a power, mine would be with a lot of consequences. Well, let's say like, extreme strength. and speed and shit. That's what I would want, but once I had it, I had to sacrifice a part of my body.
Damn. You about to sacrifice?
It
I'm
wouldn't.
about to get these stuff bad. Yeah, what is it?
And well, it doesn't matter what you sacrifice on your body, like a finger, it'll be that amount of power. But it's still a lot of power to whoop someone's ass.
Why that reminds me of Boku no Hero? That
But
dude.
here's
Oh my.
the difference about it, though, is the more I use it, let's say if the power was to completely engulf my body in darkness, and it would just have a little glow of white on me, and I'll just be able to whoop anyone's ass. The more I do that, the more my body starts to turn into that color. It starts to fade like that. So my entire, like, say an entire arm is covered in black with white flames coming off. But the more I use it, the more of a ticking time bomb I am. So at the end, if my entire body's engulfed by that shit, the more likely I'm gonna be unstable. The power would just unleash and explode.
Okay. I see where you're going with your type of power.
It's just a power that you only use a few times. And the more you use it, the more likely you're gonna be a fucking ticking time bomb.
So, corruption.
Essentially. But let's say like you lose an arm.
Yeah.
You could just say you will take that arm and sacrifice it.
For it. Wow.
In the end, and it will just regenerate an arm on there, but it'll be engulfed in corruption.
I like the. Your ability is kind of odd.
It's odd because it's a risk. You can use it, but you're sacrificing.
Yeah, it's a risk or take.
Like, I gotta sacrifice an eye. You can see still. You can see a lot better. But the problem is it'll be a complete, like, fiery thing that will act up sometimes. Like white flames with black coming off of it.
Oh my. A diamond? Are you serious? I've been trying to avoid diamonds this whole day. I got 5 back to back. And now I gotta fight another diamond. Oh lord. That explains the immense skill. My word.
And another thing, if the more pissed off you are when the ability rages, the more unstable it looks. You know, I like some of those error codes for like machine, like the one will spike up and one will lower.
Yeah.
It'd be like that for the power, and when it looks on you, it would just be a bunch of like fucking spikes and holes in you. And when you're more pissed off. But when you're more pissed off, the power increases, but your control of common sense goes away for a bit. But that's just how more or less it would work in general.
Oh, I was supposed to go the opposite way.
And I think, again, if like somebody dies with that power, it will just go to someone random.
Okay, I see.
But the more they use it, the same consequences. But the more experience with that, memories of the power will transform into their memory as well. So they can see how the past people did it.
Everybody know, like, be careful on how you abuse the power. Rushing one like the others.
Yeah, but at the very end, when it's just where you can't really use it much anymore, unless you're not becoming a bomb, you'll just have to fucking hope it goes away. Or you will just never have to use it again.
Damn! I tried to jump! I was spamming the hell out of X-ray. Bro, please. Jump! I'm over here getting beat on right now. Viciously. Yeah. I could say viciously, right? Like, homeboy was just putting me in a whole, like, damn. Yeah. I was getting hell beat out
Player one wins.
Oh, I also thought of another thing.
Yeah.
The more pissed I am, the more I don't move, and the more or less just energy just flies off of me of complete heat.
He got sword. I hate sword. I'm about to get abused.
Real echo.
Yeah.
Let's calm down now.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
What's an artifact upgrade?
He said the more pissed I am.
The more pissed off I get, the more the rage continues, but the more control of my body loosens. So like I said, a risk-take factor. Sacrifice something? Well, hell, it could also be a mental state of yours if you really wanted to.
I just want to be the most powerful nigga so niggas don't have to try me. But at the same time, I'm at a con.
Yeah. That's what I would want to do for mine.
Like,
But if I completely get taken over by the power, I have about, let's say, a whole year where that power just takes control of me. But the thing about it is that you can piss the power off easily.
okay.
So the more unstable it is, the more likely it can whoop its ass. Because it can't think straight, since the person's mind is unstable as well.
Okay.
But another thing is you could probably just sacrifice emotions, like happiness and sadness. And the ability will just take control of that part of your body. So you'll never get sad again, because you'll lose that emotion.
Oh my goodness. Your ability is more of a risk. It's just straight.
It's a risk if you use it. It is. Like, if you, let's say you give up your humanity for it. There you go, you lost your humanity completely. You'll never, if someone dies in your family, you won't feel a thing. Your remorse is gone and everything.
Fighting this game, I zoned the hell out of just pure nope. And I just start figuring out, like, what the hell am I doing here? That's the reason why I can't get where I'm at now in this game, because I keep zoning out mid-fight. I'm sitting here like, yo, I'm not computing. Just blankly attacking at times. It's a habit. Ow.
Well, another thing I would do too is you could just kill.
I was like, similar to my shadow ability. Like, if I use my shadow ability, it destroys my body. Like, it just burns me. Cause it's like curse, you know? It's a dark power that nobody shouldn't resort.
I mean, the one I'm talking, the one I have is, it's not going to destroy your body. It'll strengthen it, but you'll lose most of the control of it.
Oh, okay.
So let's say you give up your arm. Your normal ability to hit something is fine, but sometimes the power will take the control of your fucking arm. If you're pissed off, you'll just start fucking freaking out.
Since I'm getting miserably beaten alive by this diamond, he or she is giving me the motivation to actually be good in this game for once. Like, just toying with me right now.
Just kicking you in the balls.
Yes, but he's beating the hell out of me. No remorse. I ain't even mad. I've been catching a lot of 1v1s in this game. I'm gonna lie to you. Right now, my name fit in the description right now for best trash.
Also, you can sacrifice more things and the power will be even stronger than it was before, but the risk of it will be higher.
Okay, okay.
So let's say, you sacrifice both your arms, the power is strong as shit. It's strong as shit, but there's a downside to it. It's more unstable.
Oh my. I hate this character with a burning passion. Even if it's a bot, I'll lose to it. Uh, that's the. I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. This is Brawlhalla. You gotta ask them. I do not know about that. Oh no. My weak point is Scythe, bro. I'm not going to make it alive. Scythe is gonna put me through hell and back.
3, 2, 1.
Some
Brawl.
one main weapon I just can't fight against. Well, I'm adapt to my death.
The only reason I would want that power is I just don't want to be overpowered. So yeah, I can have super strength, super intelligence. But what's the point of it if there's no con?
Yeah, you can't.
You'll be all powerful and then you'll get bored and you'll just wonder why. Why did you want this power if there's nothing to beat you? Like my power, your weakness is the power.
Took my life. That man was playing ping pong with me from off the wall. Literally. And I want to learn how to use hammer so I could like perfect Yumiko. Her bow is accurate enough. Just need to learn how to play hammer.
But if I would want to have another ability that wasn't like that, what I would want is like the power to control like shadows with a death.
Yeah, something like Necros from War.
Yeah. But like usual, I would want a con with it.
For a fact, this diamond's playing with me because I shouldn't even be nowhere near catching. Oh, what the hell? That's the second time I caught a. Yeah. It's a.
Like I would want a con with it. The more angry I get, the more uncontrollable I can make these fucking things. And so they're a hazard to me and whoever I'm fighting.
Okay. I shouldn't even be catching up with this guy. He's literally playing with me right now. For a fact, this diamond's playing with me like a toy. And I don't feel great because I really feel like I'm gonna be the definition of trash. Because that's the stream.
A little squeak toy to him, just squeak squeak.
Yes, bro. I'm right now. I'm trying to put as much focus as I can. I'm not putting too much focus. What just happened? I'm pressing every button. I couldn't even. Okay, cool. GG's. Well, I shouldn't be nowhere near catching up with this. Oh, yeesh. I don't want to pull her out for anything.
Well, I would also want another power like Deadpool's though, because I kind of like fucking Deadpool.
Bro, that's a con. That is a
I
con.
know, it's a con, but if you think about it too, it might be a con, but his power is not like his insanity part. Well, I would take the insanity part as a con.
My friends.
But there was one point where his insanity. Have you ever read the comics for him?
No.
There was a entire thing where he killed the Marvel universe
By himself.
by himself.
He killed a whole entire Marvel universe by himself.
Yeah, he killed the mutants. You know how one of them can like completely go into his head and just kill him?
Wow.
Yeah, so one of them looked into his head and they saw his pure insanity and what he's been living through, and they fucking collapsed to the floor and died.
I don't even know how to play Siphon. I'm already losing.
I forget who did it. It was who was the master of the mutants for that school?
X?
Yeah, he looked into his head to kill him, and he realized how much pain and suffering he's been in, and how much the sanity voices have taken a toll on him. And it started becoming more like him, and he just instantly collapsed and died. You know Taskmaster?
Yeah.
The white dude with the white skull who can learn your abilities, your fighting style, while just fighting them?
Yeah. He died too.
Yeah. He died by fighting Deadpool, and he learned his ability, and the more afraid he was becoming just like Deadpool.
Oh my.
Because he felt the fear of being Deadpool completely.
What's wrong with being Deadpool? Like, you're unkillable, right?
No, it's not that. It was, the insanity part was kicking into his head.
Oh.
Because in the Marvel Universe, you want to know how he did it? You know those boxes he has on him, where it's like the comedy and the funny one? They disappeared and turned into a red box that was all malicious and just calm and murdery.
Oh my god.
It was all serious, and he went all around. He knew every weakness, too. Of every Avenger. Well, not Avenger, but Marvel character. He even killed, Punisher.
Damn, I did not expect that. Killing Punisher is different.
You wanna know how he killed him?
Oh.
He killed him by using a gun that he used to kill other people with. Well, somebody else. And he made it where it would backfire if he shot it. And fucking the Punisher picked up that weapon and was about to shoot Deadpool with it, and it backfired and exploded on him and killed him instantly, leaving nothing of his body. That's how that's how smart you can tell the Deadpool is. He just knows every weakness of them.
We don't want to.
There's another universe where he killed the Marvel Universe again, and this time he was controlled by the villains, and he killed both the heroes and villains.
He killed them twice. He bodied
Yeah.
them twice. That's
There was 2
embarrassing.
comics where he bodied them twice.
He
Even bodied the
them
video. Even bodied the villains.
2, 1.
Deadpool is a savage. Oh,
He killed everything.
literally.
He killed all the superheroes when he massacred all the villains. You wanna know what his fucking suit looked like when he was finished?
But
He didn't change it at all. It was just fucking torn to pieces.
oh snap.
Yeah, every time he took damage, he never found a new suit. He just kept going. So the more damage he took, the more the suit was going to be destroyed. And he just kept going with the suit being barely even on his body at that point. Like a gust of wind would just take off the entire suit that was there.
Damn.
It was torn to
And I
shreds.
keep going for a kill, realizing I don't have jumps nor a recovery. I keep doing that. That's my fault.
Well, if you would also want the regeneration thing, the regeneration thing also goes with Wolverine.
For real.
Yeah, even though he knows he can't kill like the Wolverine family, he set up an entire thing to kill him. Well, keep them dead. So there's a system he moddered on them that would show what if their heart was starting to beat again. He would instantly scorch them to death.
That's torture.
Yeah, Wolverine saw it, everything, and that was his entire family, but he gave up instantly.
Wow.
He did that when the serious side of him kicked in to his head. There's also another universe. Well, another Thanos shit. There's a universe where he fought Thanos and won.
This man fought Thanos and won?
Yeah. There's also another universe where you worked with Thanos, and then Thanos, quote unquote, killed him, and the gods of Valheim, well, Brawlhalla, took him in, even though he knew he didn't want to be there. In that universe, he became a Ghost Rider as well. I think his name was Galaxy Rider or something. But he was a Deadpool version of a Ghost Rider.
All these characters I don't play, but got skins for. Amazing.
That shit was pure insanity too.
Well, about the industry.